Hi, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Art. Welcome back to my channel. Haven't been here for a while, been a little bit stressed and I had so many things on my head, but again I'm here and I've got a new video for you today. It's Friday 6:30 p.m. so hope you're going to enjoy it. Let's get smashing. What is it about today? It's a new collection from Avon called Oh So Tokyo. So everything is concentrated on a very soft and natural look, glowy, hydrating. If this is something that you want to check out and if you're interested in Avon collection, this is a video that you need to watch. So take your seat, get a cup of coffee, get yourself a snack and let's smash it! So, as you can see, I've got a new haircut, very short hair. I've dyed it grey again. I think I'm in love in this grey color, so definitely I will do it like this. I will do it like this for now, because I think it suits and it like goes with my eyes so well. Like popping out, like, I love it. So let's talk about the new collection that has launched in Avon. And you're probably thinking that the makeup, the colorful range is not good, but come on, Avon is going very fast and it's going with time, and Avon is listening to customers and customers' needs, and it's producing things and makeup that is, as I said before, affordable, and it is very nice and good if it comes to a colorful side of the makeup. So we've got a new collection. This one is called Oh So Tokyo. Everything is concentrated on hydration, glowy skin, natural, fresh look. Nothing extravagant, nothing too strong, too much. Trying to be soft, girly, and very cute. So we've got a few things over here on my table that I want to show you. I will try to do a makeover and makeup on myself, and we'll see how the products are actually working. I've got loads of things apart from the foundation and apart from the bronzer as well. Nothing for the eyebrows. But the rest, everything should be okay to do a proper makeup. So I'm just gonna fetch the other products which were not in this collection, and we will smash and we will talk about those products right now. Starting from the beginning, obviously we need to put a base on the face before applying the foundation. Obviously some people are not doing this, but we've got this in this collection, Oh So Tokyo. We've got a hydrating primer elixir. This is something new that Avon has launched, and they haven't done this before. This is a hydrating primer with glycerin and pieces of gold which are going to reflect the light on your skin. So if you're going to mix it with foundation, something glowy, something with a dewy finish, this is going to be a good solution. Cool packaging from the inside. Outside. Outside is very colorful, Asian theme, very nice and subtle, very popular colors in this season. So if you're looking for an inspiration to get a nice color onto your eyes, this packaging could give you some kind of a tip. The inside packaging looks like this. So we've got the hydrating primer. This is a glass and plastic. I think it's proper plastic packaging. Everything is visible inside, so you can see everything is clear. The product is clear, the moisturizer, the base is clear, and you can see loads of gold bits and bobs inside, which are making your skin glowy even more, and those gold bits and bobs are going to reflect the sun, the light from your skin, which is going to make it look super nice and fresh. It has a bit of sense of a flower. It's not a rose, some kind of a flower, but it's not a rose. So I will try to apply a bit of my of the product onto my skin, and we'll see if this is actually hydrating. Unfortunately, this collection hasn't released foundation or anything for the eyebrows, so we will try to get something from the previous collections from Avon, obviously, and we'll see how everything is working. So when I applied it on my hand, I could smell a little bit of flower scent, but when I'm applying it onto my face, I can't smell anything. So one pump was absolutely enough to apply onto all over my face, and it feels alright. Let's see how it's going to set onto my skin. Definitely it has no scent now. It doesn't blur, it moisturizes. Let's leave it for a second and see how my skin is going to feel. And unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, there was no eye primer as well in this collection. Let me just get my mirror. Gonna put it like maybe this way. As my coffee. Okay. Okay. Right, so there was no primer in this collection as well, so I will use the other primer because I will start with my eyes first. Because you know me, if I'm not going to like the eye look, I can just wash it off, but if I'm gonna have my face done first and then the eyes, it will just ruin my day. So I will start first with the primer. So this one is from P. Louise Makeup Academy, one of my favorite eye primers, and I will apply it onto my eyes and then fetch one of the eyeshadows. The Oh So Tokyo collection didn't have like a proper eyeshadow palette, but they had in the new catalog 3 different palettes that I bought 2 of them, the cool and the warm tones. And I think I will try them right now just to compare everything together, not to waste the time. So what we've got here, the first eyeshadow palette is called Sandstorm, right. So we've got the big name at the front. Inside, and unfortunately there's no mirror, we've got 6 different nudes, and we've got 3 mattes and 3 shimmers, but they're not shimmers, not like a proper shimmers, they're like more foily shimmers, very nice and pigmented. So with this palette you can create very basic nudie look for a natural day out, and then smoke it up with the bronze, the stronger pigment, to make like a night out look with a smoky look. So those are the swatches on my fingers, and then what I will do them onto my hand, they look like this. Pigmentation is alright. It's nothing like, oh my god, that pigmentation is just insane. It is alright. It is alright for this price. I think it's about like £10. You just need to check in the catalog. The pigmentation of this palette is very nice. It's very okay. And then I will show you those 3 foil shades. So we've got like a bronzy shade, and then we've got some silveriness, and then we've got this warmer gold shade. So I will just swatch them the opposite way, and we've got them over here. The very nice pigmentation is alright. The middle shade, unfortunately they have no names. The silvery one is very nice. It's almost going like to champagne gold shimmer, and it's a very intense, it's very foily shimmeriness, and the pigmentation is super nice. So definitely with one eyeshadow palette, with this one literally, you can create a whole day look starting from the day, making it a little bit stronger until the night when you can create a smoky look. And then we have the second eyeshadow palette with warmer tones. This one is called Into the Sun, and if you can see from the outside packaging, probably this is going to be something more intense. Definitely, if it's warmer, it needs to be more intense. So the same packaging from the outside and inside, no mirror, the protective foil, and very nice colors inside. I play with them on the weekend, and I'm very attracted with those colors. So we have some bronze, we've got like a burgundy shade, we have an orange shade, and we've got 3 shimmers. Those 3 shimmers are literally shimmery eyeshadows with a very hard, very strong pigmentation on the background. Let's say this is going to be a very strong brown pigmentation on the background, but on the first side you can see loads of shimmeriness and loads of gold shimmeriness. The same thing is going to be with this brown shade and this metallic silvery shade with loads of gold transparency at the top. So let me do the swatches. So we're going with the brown, burgundy, and the orange. They are pressed pigments. They are not super dry, so it's super easy to play with them. And I hope the pigmentation and the blendiness on my eyelid is going to be easy as well. And that's how they look when I do the swatch on my hand. As you can see, again, the pigmentation is okay, but still for this kind of a price, Avon range is doing amazing job. So this is super okay when I'm doing the swatches. I'm just very curious how it's going to look when I will do the actual makeover onto my eye. So we'll see how the application is going to go with the brushes and how the blendiness of the eyeshadow is going to work out on my eyes. Let's see how the shimmeriness are working. Let's swatch all the three ones. I'm very impressed about the silvery one, so that's how they look on my fingers, and when I will do the swatches on my hand, wow. So okay, I can do wow in this one. Definitely pigmentation is super nice, super intense. They are very soft, so definitely playing with the eyeshadows and creating a look with your fingers will be highly recommended. And this silvery one, oh my god, is my favorite one. So definitely the camera can't show you everything how it looks, but you can see loads of gold coming through this brownie, dark brownie shade, then the silvery one, and a little bit of gold shimmeriness on this metallic gingery brownie shade as well. Alrighty, let's play with the eyeshadows and see what we can create. So I will start first with Sandstorm, and I will go all over the lid to create a full covered base on my eyelid, and then we will play with the rest of the colors. So I'm taking the brightest, the middle one, this one, the brightest brown that I've got in the palette. So when I'm applying and I'm playing with it with a brush, it's getting quite dusty, so you definitely need to be careful while applying the eyeshadow onto the brush because it's getting quite dusty. And I'm dabbing onto the base that is already set on my eye, dabbing it a little bit and then smudging it all over the lid. The pigmentation is nice, it's soft, and let's see how the blendiness is working. So I will try to create something with both of the palettes, mixing the browns, so the cool tones and the warm tones as well, because there is something I want to show you, but definitely I want to create one look with something else. So yeah, I love the blendiness. It's going so nice and smooth. Nice, perfect. Nice and nudie shade. So if you would go out to work and you want to just have like a very basic look, this should be enough. Just go with the eyeliner, get a wing on your eye, and you're ready to go. Blendiness, super amazing. Let's see how it's going to work with the other eyeshadow, and if it's not going to turn out crappy, and if it's not going to stain, hopefully. I will go into the sun with the eyeshadow palette and get the burgundy one and try to make a little bit harder, a little bit more intense look. So for this I'm using more precise brush, and again this one is quite powdery product as well, so applying it onto the brush you need to be careful not to have much fallout and don't mix the eyeshadows with the other ones. So let's see how this one is going to work. So I'm dabbing it. Ooh, wow. Oh, look at the pigmentation. So I'm dabbing it onto the corners, outside corners of my eye to get the pigmentation onto the base and see if it's working with the previous eyeshadow. And then I'm trying to blend this out and see how the eyeshadow is working. Wow. Pigmentation is very nice and it's gliding so smooth. Wow, it's very intense. It's in a good way, but if you're going to take too much product, oh, this can be too much for your satisfaction. Okie dokie. I'm gonna swap for a bigger brush and I will try to blend it out. The way how the eyeshadow is blending is just perfect. It's super nice and smooth, and I can't see much fallout on my cheekbones. So literally, if you're applying the eyeshadow onto your brush, make sure there's not going to be much product, because otherwise you're going to have a fallout. But if there is enough product to play with and you're going onto your eye and blending it straight away, it looks amazing just like this. So both palettes are working together nice. So let's get going to something more shimmeriness. So again I will go with the Sandstorm and we'll see how it will work with a brush. The foil eyeshadows should be applied by your finger because the pigmentation is going to be much more stronger. But let's see how it's going to test with the brush. So I'm taking the bright one, the brightest one, and I will go into the inside corner of my eye and try to brighten up the eye. So first of all, I will just dab the eyeshadow. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful and soft. So I'm dabbing it onto the eyelid, and then with a bigger brush I will try to smudge it out to make the transition look nice and smooth. I will just apply a little bit more with the brush. Let me just get my mirror so I can see everything nice and properly. Ooh, it is very nice. So definitely dabbing it first and then smudging out the edges and blending it out with the first eyeshadow, and the second one that I've applied onto the eyelid will be that thing. Ooh, okay. It does look amazing. Okay, so I'm trying to blend this out a little bit higher and then comparing the colors and making the transition from one shade to another smooth and delicate. So, right, I think I will add a little bit more of the burgundy shade to make it a little bit darker and stronger on the corners of my eye. And then I will take a precise brush, a clean one, and I will dab into the other eyeshadow palette, into the sun, and I will go with the brightest one, the metallic one with a bit of gold reflects, and I will go into the corner of my eye to make the eye pop even stronger. Let's see how this is going to work. Okay. I'm surprised with those pigments. Nothing extravagant about the look, but the pigmentation of those eyeshadows, oh my god, it's really nice. It's really nice. Come on, Avon. You're doing the job. Alrighty, that's definitely a big yes for the eyeshadow palettes. Now, I want to try one of the eyeliners that is in the Oh So Tokyo collection. So again, you've got the same theme of the packaging, and inside we've got calligraphic liners. Calligraphic liners because in Asian culture, as you know, they used to write with calligraphic pens, all the Japanese, Chinese signs. It wasn't used by a normal pen, it was used by the calligraphic equipment, something like this. So the outside packaging looks like this. It's nice and warm red, and the eye pencil is in the shape of a triangle, very soft on edges, nothing sharp, and it's very easy to hold. The brush inside on its own, it looks very nice and precise and sharp. It should be very pigmented as well, and it should be easy to play with and apply the actual product onto the eyelid. So let's see how the pigmentation looks in. Okay, it's gliding smooth, but the black is not literally a black one, so I think I've got a dry eye pen eyeliner as well. Okay, so this one is not working. Sorry guys, I'm not gonna show you how the black one is working. Let's try with the red one. I hope the red one is going to work. So again, we've got the same packaging from the outside. Inside is the warmish red, same shape. And let's see how this one is working. Precise brush to make you feel comfortable with doing the wing, yes. Okay, so you've got red. It's not like, it's more orangey red. It's not like a proper bloody red. It's very nice and subtle. So I hope it's going to work with this, what I've got on my eye now. Okie doke. So it's supposed to leave like a satin finish look, but I already tried to play with it in the corner of the eye, but it's drying very fast. So you can't leave it even for a second when you're playing with it and doing the look, and it's so hard to talk as well at the same time. It does dry super fast. It does look nice, I like the color, but unfortunately it's drying so fast. This can be irritating. Okay, it's drying so fast. Literally, I can't. Alright, let's shake it again. Let's give it a go one more time. Oh, I was so excited about this liner. It should be more watery. It shouldn't be drying like this. I mean, on one hand it's okay because it's drying fast and I won't make a stain, but literally the brush is drying and I can't do anything. Oh gosh, it's just pulling my skin. I mean, color is nice. Combination with this burgundy plummy shade and the shimmeriness, and applying the red eyeliner on top is amazing combination, but the product on its own is drying so fast. Oh, I got so sweaty. If it comes to calligraphic, if you're working with products like calligraphic, designing stuff, whatever, this should be pigmented a lot. So even it can just like spread all over and just splash with the pigmentation. When you're doing the calligraphic stuff, if it comes to makeup, obviously you need to be more subtle, but this product should be more pigmented. Calligraphic stuff doing with it, let's see how precise is it if I will go into the corner of my eye and just play with it. Okay, I need a lot of smudges in the corner of the eye, like at the tippy toe of the brush. There's literally no product, not much product, and it's not doing the stuff. Oh gosh. It looks now nice from the outside. It's doing lots of smudges on your hand, but applying onto your eyelid, color looks alright, but the application is very difficult because the product is drying super fast. So as a calligraphic liner, it should be more moisture to be easy to apply it onto your eyes. The good thing is that it's drying fast, so there's going to be no pigmentation, outer pigmentation if I will look up or close my eyes. It doesn't stain. That's good. What we've got next, so in the catalog you can find 5 of these shades. I've got 2 which I thought are going to match the outside packaging of the Oh So Tokyo collection, but also the colors are very into this season, so I thought I will try them and see how they actually working. So I've got slate blue and the other one is maple red. They are called electric shadows. Why they are electric? Apparently they are magnetic eyeshadows which are working on the wet side better than on the dry side. Pigmentation apparently is very nice, but let's try and see if it's actually true. So this is the inside packaging, very nice and simple pot, and this shade is the maple red. And it looks like that inside. So as you can see, it's like an imitation of like waves or something. It's a bit of like light and dark combination. What I've tried, and I want to show you, that if you're gonna mix up the eyeshadow, because you're going to put it in your bag and suddenly you're opening it up and everything is in a mess. Everything is just like, oh my god, you broke the eyeshadow. Like you're literally breaking the blusher or highlighter and you can't fix it. You think you can't fix it? It's fixed. So this is what I think the magnetic side of this eyeshadow. How the producer is saying, the Avon is saying that you can work with the dry side, which means that you can apply it straight away onto your eyelid, or make it wet and work on the wet side. What does it mean? It means that you need to take a brush, wet it with a setting spray, then dip into the eyeshadow and apply it onto your eyelid. So let's see how the pigmentation is working with both of the eyeshadows when you're going to do the swatches. So let's get with the first one, the red eyeshadow. So the pigmentation, when I just press onto with my finger, looks like this. When I will do the swatch, it looks like that. It's a very delicate, nothing extra, nothing to be wowed about. So let's see how the other one is going to work. The other one is called slate blue, so definitely I will try and do a blue makeover on my other eye. And again, this one is a bit of messed up, but when I would do this, it's going back to your previous position. So let's do the swatch. I'm pressing it with my fingers, so pigmentation looks like this, and when it comes to the swatch on the dry side, it looks like that. It's nice shade, but it doesn't make me wow at all. So let's see how it's going to work on the wet side, and I think I will apply it straight away onto my eyelid. So I've got the base ready. Let's just wet the brush and see how the blue shade is going to smudge onto my eye. Wet the brush with a setting spray of your own choice. You can get any setting spray you want, and then with a damp brush I will dip into the product and I will try to apply it onto my eyelid. So finger crossed, let's pray nothing's going to mess up. So I'm pressing a little bit. Do you know what? I will try first on my hand. Whoa. It's getting very clumpy. It's like, wow. Okay, look at this. Whoa, that's a pigmentation. Right, let's get going on to the eye. So remember, that's the wet option. It's getting very clumpy when I'm playing with it on my hand, when I'm doing the swatches. So definitely you need to be careful how much product you're applying with a damp brush, because otherwise it can go very clumpy onto your eyelid, and then everything is going to go into your crease, and we're going to have a massive mess. So definitely we don't want that. To be honest, personally, I'm not a fan of wet eyeshadows, because I'm struggling with playing with wet products like these, and I am struggling with this one as well. Definitely you need to push the pigment onto the eyelid where is the applied base, and then maybe try to smudge it out. We'll see if it's blendable or if it's not, but it's definitely drying super fast. So this stain just has dried, so I will try to spray it again and dip into the eyeshadow one more time. And then instead of the hand, I will go straight away onto the eyelid and see what's gonna happen now. Shush. See? So that's a fallout. We've got a fallout. Gosh. Remember, don't take too much product onto the brush. It looks like this so far. The shimmeriness is not intense as I thought it will be. Okay, I'm curious how it's going to work if I will take a bit bigger brush and we'll try to blend this out what I've got on my eye already. You are literally taking off the product from your eye, and definitely you will need to add something more, because literally I can see the back of the skin on my eye. So strength of the eyeshadow is just getting weaker and weaker if I'm blending it out. It is blendable, nothing significant. Definitely it's not as good as the first one. Maybe I'm just bad in applying liquid eyeshadows. Okay, it doesn't look so bad, but let's give it a go third time and see how this is working again third time. So I've dumped the brush, I will dip into the product, I will get the leftovers onto my hand like I did before, and I will work with this a bit faster. So I'm dabbing it to make it more intense. Okay, so the shimmeriness now is getting a bit more. I mean, if I would go just in the corner of the eye with this eyeshadow, that would be alright, because I don't need to bother with adding, wetting and just playing around, because it's not playful, not at all. I've tried to blend this out so it looks softer, but definition and the pigmentation is just getting out. It's not so bad, but it's quite difficult to work with it. There is a bit of fallout, and definitely you need to work fast with those pigments, because they are pigmented, but in a dry way it doesn't work. In a wet way it is, but you need to figure out what's the best way to work with yourself or with your clients to make them say, wow, this pigment is amazing. But on this eye, I don't think it does make me wow. I will try to save this look applying something else on top of this, or just adding extras. We've got 3 in the catalog, in the Avon catalog, we've got 3 blushers with highlighters, and those are ombre highlighters. Why are they ombre? I'm just gonna show you right now. So the outside packaging as it was before. It's the same. Inside packaging is more colorful, which is cool because you've got the theme at the front and you've got the same theme on the back. Literally, sometimes the Avon is doing nice colorful intro, at the back throw is like completely blank and white. So at the back you've got also a big name of the palette. So this one is Sweet Plum and the second one is Petal Pink. Let's do the swatches and let's see how the actual pigmentation looks like. So we've got those two mini palettes. They are magnetic palettes, so nothing is going to fall out. There is a tiny mirror, super cool and cute, and inside we've got the blusher and we've got the highlighter in the ombre look. And the second one, the plummy one, looks like this. Very nice and intense shade. Mirror as well, obviously. The blusher and the highlighter on the side. How you can use them? You can take you can take separate brushes. One for the blusher, apply it on your cheekbones. Then the other brush for the highlighter, apply it onto your temple, on your nose, cupid bow, wherever you want to. Or you can just mix everything with one brush and create a nice warm shimmery blusher with the highlighter at the same time. Depends on what kind of a look are you wanting to achieve. So we are obviously interested how the pigmentation is looking. So let's dip into the plum and let's dip into the pink. So the pigmentation on my fingers look like this. When I will do the swatches, it is very nice and pigmented. Those are dry and pressed blushers, so they're going to be quite powdery as well, but the pigmentation looks very nice and intense. I would recommend, but I will see in a second if I can actually recommend to play with those blushers and just do a eye look on your actual eye. And the highlighters, so the highlighter on the plum and the highlighter on the pink. So that one is on the plum and that one is on the pink. So plum and the pink. Wow, pigmentation is nice and I hope easy to blend as well. The one from the plummy palette is more gold, and the second one is more like a champagne gold. So I want to save this eye and add something more to see if the actual palette is going to work out nice. I will take a fluffy brush and dip into the highlighter from the Petal Pink palette. It is okay, it's not much dusty, not dusty, so it should be fine to play with it. And I will use the same mirror. The mirror is small, but if you're holding it, it's very comfortable as well. And the pigmentation, as you can see straight away on the camera, is just giving me the vibe, and it's so nice and bright. And literally I can save this look definitely. So now I will take a flat brush and with the same highlighter I'll go with the highlighter onto my brows and highlight the brow bone. Pigmentation is looking insane, it's so nice. Definitely Avon is doing a good job with highlighters, so I can tell this is a big plus for the brand. It does look super nice. So let me just apply the foundation and concealer under my eyes and I will get back to you in a second. I will see how the blushers are going to work on the actual waterline. The foundation is on and concealer is on as well. So the base that I've applied at the beginning is nice. I don't feel it's moisturizing, but it's making my skin a little bit tighter and softer at the same time, which is doing a good layer for the foundation. So it should stay for a long time. Finger crossed it will do. So I will try to play with those blushers and pimp up this look. So I will go back to Sweet Plum. I will take an angled brush, small angled brush, dip into the plummy shade and go into the waterline. We'll see if this is going to work and maybe we can save the look. Okay, so far so good. It looks alright. The blendiness is achievable, so definitely you can pull out the eyeshadow a little bit lower and create a good looking look. So as you can see, this is a blush and highlighting palette, but obviously if you're creative, you can create a eye look easily with one palette and go then to your cheekbones and apply the blusher and highlighter. Super easy, achievable look with just one palette. So it looks alright. Pigmentation is okay, it's blending out nice, it's staying quite alright onto the waterline, close to the waterline. Smudging it down, making it softer is achievable, which is super good. And it looks like this so far. And because we are with the blusher, so let's go straight away and see how the other blusher is working. Petal Pink, applying it on the fluffier brush. Looks alright. Let's see how it will go onto my cheekbones. Ooh, you can see the pigmentation is so nice. Oof, this is a bit too much. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ho, ho, ho. Right, pigmentation is perfect. It's perfect. So it's sliding and it's gliding onto my cheekbones. Perfect. Looks super nice. So definitely this is a good blusher that you can definitely recommend. And I will go with the same palette, the Petal Pink, apply the highlighter onto the other brush. I like this highlighter because it's leaving more natural and subtle glow. Whoa. Okay, the pigmentation is like, bitch, please. Oh, look at that pigmentation. I told you Avon is doing such a good job with highlighters at the moment, and they are so achievable. I don't think there's a must to spend so much money on expensive highlighters. If you like, you're more than welcome to do it, but there are more affordable brands like this one, where you can have a very nice highlighter. Let's try to apply this on the tip of my nose. Look at that. Then the cupid bow. I mean, that's a big yes, yes. That's a big yes, yes from me. So what I will do on this side, obviously I need to put a blusher and finish it with my lips as well. That's why Oh So Tokyo has created a liquid blusher, which is super cool, but this blusher you can use onto your lips. Why is it so convertible, so versatile? Because the company wants you to achieve a look called Monoi look. So what is a Monoi look? It's got from Asian culture to create a very nice, subtle, soft, very girly and cute look. So applying the product with your tips of your fingers onto your cheekbones to blend it out, and then put it onto the center of your lips, smudge it like this with your lips, and to have a finished look. It's not about going over your lip line to make an illusion of bigger lips. It's about making them soft, natural as possible. So that's why Oh So Tokyo has, I think, 4 different shades. I've got 3. I've got cherry pink, sunset orange and rose red. So the outside packaging is amazing, and the inside packaging looks like this. It looks like a lipstick. Plastic packaging. Unfortunately, I'm gutted because those inside lipsticks should have the actual color of the actual product inside, but everything is on the bottom, so you've got the sticker with the color and the name of the actual product. So I will go with the cherry pink and we'll see. Actually, I will do some swatches and show you how it looks. The smell is very balmy, very bathy, like soft. But sometimes it can be irritating for those who don't like lipsticks, lip glosses with a scent. The application is very nice and smooth because of the oils which are in the actual product, and the swatches are looking like this. So going from the bottom, we've got cherry pink, sunset orange and then rose red. I think the two of them on the upper side, Sunset Orange and Red Rose, are quite similar to each other. But let's see how they're going to look on my actual cheeks. So I will go with the Cherry Pink. You can apply it onto your finger or dab it a little bit onto your cheeks like so. Get a few dots and then you can blend it out with your finger or a brush. I will try to do it with my finger. So just dabbing like this. The pigmentation is nice and soft, nothing major. So if you don't like what you have achieved at the first point, obviously you can try to add a little bit more to create even more intense look. So I will try to apply a little bit more, and again dabbing everything with my fingers and pulling it up to my temple to create a nice soft girly look. Everything is blending nice, it looks subtle, definitely more subtle than this side with the powder brush. So what are you doing now if you want to apply it onto your lips? I will change the shade, I will go with Rose Red. So the Monoi look is like this. Going into the corner, into the center of your lips, and dabbing it like that with your lips. And that should be enough if you want to create a Monoi look. If you want to go a little bit more intense, you're more than welcome to do it. And it's going to look like that. It's not intense, but it's popping out your color of your natural lips with the actual lip oil. It's giving a bit of moisture, but it's nothing intense as well. It is soft, it's not sticky as well, which is good because I don't like sticky glosses or lipsticks. You can smell a bit of flowery and fruity scent, which is not annoying at all. And it doesn't look intense, so it almost looks like my natural tone of my lip, which is alright, and I like it. And it's something that's making me allow to create the Monoi look. I won't apply any of the eyebrow products and the lashes as well. I want you to see how the actual look looks like using the Oh So Tokyo collection from Avon and those two extra palettes that have launched in the catalog in Avon as well. So in the conclusion, everything looks very interesting and very nice. The outside packaging, the inside packaging is eye-taking. The colors are very on top of 2021. There is a lot of products that you can use on your eyes, like eyeliners, but unfortunately they are very dry. Maybe that's the production fault. Maybe it's the actual whole range of the eyeliners. But if the company would make it a little bit better, that's going to be satisfying because the brush of the iconic liner is amazing. The lipstick and the blusher, like 2-in-1. This is super cool thing. So you can apply it onto your cheekbones, you can apply it onto your lips, on the top of your nose to create a very nice and soft and cute look. It has a bit of moisture, it doesn't dry matte, it stays on the lips quite a while, making your lips stand out more, and it's comparing with your natural color of your lips because of the oils that are moisturizing into your lips, and this is creating nice and subtle look. We've got those amazing pigments, the metallic pigments, which are amazing because of the intensity of the color, but unfortunately working with them on the dry side it's not achievable, and the wet side is very confusing. So you need to work by yourself and see what option is going to be better for you to work with the products and how you can actually upsell the products. The makeup primer, hydrating elixir primer, this is something new that Avon has launched in Oh So Tokyo range. It is nice, I don't feel it's moisturizing, but definitely it is creating a base for the foundation, which is making it stick onto your face properly, and it shouldn't move during the whole day. the extra eyeshadow palettes in this new Avon catalog, Into the Sunset and Sunstorm, are very nice. As you can see on this eye, pigmentation is super nice. They are blendable, they are working with each other, so I played with both eyeshadow palettes, creating a base and then pimping it up with this eyeshadow palette. Everything is working together nicely and smoothly. Blendiness is amazing, and it works super nice, as you can see, and the highlighters are nice as well. So there's nothing I could say, nothing bad I could say about those eyeshadow palettes. Just go ahead, take a look on Avon website, get the newest catalog and see if you can find the actual shade of the palettes for yourself. And this is going to be everything in today's episode. I hope you enjoyed watching and listening to my review of the new collection from Avon. Obviously there are some bits and bobs that we like and we don't like, and it's obviously your own and personal opinion. If you want to try something, if you didn't like something, drop me a message down beneath this video and let's see how Avon is actually growing, or maybe it's dropping, I don't know, give me a shout. And that's going to be everything in today's episode. I hope you enjoyed watching and listening to my review of Oh So Tokyo Avon collection. Leave me some comments if you got different thoughts about the new collection or maybe other collections from Avon. And I hope you will enjoy your weekend. That's going to be everything. See you later and see you next week, next Friday at 6:30 p.m. Roast beef!